Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. This is the great and powerful Zilla. Today, I'll talk to you about this ship right here. This is the USS Albany, a Tier 2 premium cruiser. Now, where do you get this? Well, if you are a veteran, Wargaming has a little prize for you. All you got to do is go over here to news and go to this right here, event, and follow the directions and sign up, and it will give you the Albany. And on the World of Tanks side, it will also give you an M4A3E8 Sherman, which I will review later. But right now, let's talk about the USS Albany and a little bit of its history. Could only find one picture of this ship, but it pretty much is the same as all the other protected cruisers that were built. Its designation was CL-23. It was commissioned in 1900. Now, this is where it gets kind of confusing because this ship broke down a lot. So it was commissioned in 1900. It was decommissioned in 1904, recommissioned in 1907, decommissioned in 1913, recommissioned in April of 1914, decommissioned in December of 1914, recommissioned in 1916, decommissioned in 1922, and then sold for scrap in 1930. This thing broke down a lot. Initially, it was sent to the Philippine Squadron in the Pacific, and then it made its way to the Mediterranean. After that, it went throughout its repair history. It went to Central America and peacekeeping missions in Central America. Then it returned to the Pacific, and then it went right back to the Atlantic, and then it escorted convoys during World War One. It escorted about 11 of them, and when World War One ended, they had just about had enough of this ship, and they decommissioned it in 1922. Just technologically, it was a disaster. This thing was constantly breaking down. But what do you got in the game? Well, you've got a ship with six 6-inch guns. No better than a destroyer at a higher tier, right? Okay. And it is an interesting looking ship. It's what's known as a protected cruiser in the U.S. Navy. I'm not quite sure exactly what that means, but anyway, I took this into a little co-op to show you what it could do. A couple of things I noted about this little Tier 2 ship. It's got, for its tier, it's okay, but the guns fire very slowly, comparatively, to what I'm used to. And, it is not the swiftest horse in the barn. But what do you expect at Tier 2? But again, this ship served the United States Navy for a very long time. However, in real life, it stayed broken down. Uh, how do it's a premium cruiser, so you can take any cruiser captain you have in the U.S. line, slap it on here, play a battle, get that extra XP. If you're full up on U.S. cruisers like I am, what you do, it comes with a 3-point captain, and you start over again. And on this ship, what I would probably do is go with the build I normally do for cruisers, which is, just like a destroyer, preventative maintenance, last stand. And then I'd probably go with the fire because this is not going to help me. This is for 139 millimeter guns. These are 157 millimeter guns. So I'd probably go with demolition expert, maybe survivability expert. It doesn't have any consumables, so there's no point in getting superintendent. And then in the upper end of it, it doesn't really need this. I'd probably go with something like concealment expert or something like that. Okay, but it's a premium ship to knock around in. I took it into a co-op to show you. Co-op got quite active, so you'll see that when we get to it. But in the meantime, if you are a veteran, go to that link in your news feed, go fill out that stuff, and you get it free. premium cruiser, along with the free premium tank, the M4A3E8 in World of Tanks. It comes with a 3-point captain. It comes with permaflage. And it also comes with this neat flag, the military veteran flag. Okay? And it's nice to be able to put that on your ships and say, hey, you know what? I served my country. All right? So let's go into battle and see what you can do. All right. Co-op battle. Polar. So, it's co-op. What are you going to do? Right? Only one battleship, lots of cruisers. Notice I think I'm the only Albany on here. But anyway, sometimes you get on a team with nothing but bots. I believe I got some humans here because I see some pink here. So let's head on out and see what happens. Now, this is one of those co-op battles where the enemy team comes straight down the middle of the map. I mean, they all just pile straight down. So, in co-op, you just never know. Your mileage may vary. Sometimes you get an AI that ducks and weaves and bobs and does all the right things, and sometimes you get an AI that just blindly charges into you. And those are the ones you got to be particularly careful about, because those are the ones you can possibly lose, especially if your team gets caught flat-footed and by surprise. But they're starting to light up over here. And what I've noticed, sometimes the AI will go directly for the first ship that fires at them, and they'll all pile in on it. This one doesn't quite have the range, to reach out and touch those guys, but it's going to find some other ones. So I'm sailing around. I'm not really concerned about being a unicom or anything like that. Okay? I'm just trying to do the best I can. And you can see what I mean about the firing rate. I mean, when you're used to playing, higher tiers and your 6-inch guns are going off every 2 seconds or so, to have one be so slow, that extra second or two,
dead ahead.
Anyway, the enemy team are launching torpedoes and going nuts. And you can see where this is starting to get a little bit hectic. There's all kinds of ships around. My team is disappearing, and the other team is disappearing as well. So I started fire on that one. That's a Charleston. Something's firing at me from the left. Oh. Dresden. Okay. All these cruisers are pretty much built the same way. They got guns all over them.
Our team has taken the lead.
And you can hear, everybody shooting and things are going crazy. Again, it's not the fastest horse in the barn. And it's a good thing they didn't model it after the actual ship was modeled, or it'd stay broken down halfway through the battle, right? I think the main problem with the Albany was its engines and propulsion. I think. Didn't read anything about, why it was broken down and decommissioned so many times. I know it was rebuilt at least one time. Got a citadel in there. There we go. There's a bomb down. And we got a battleship facing us here. I have no illusions about my ability to take on a battleship, but the most I'm trying to do here is just get some fire started not really paying too much attention to me. Notice how his guns are turning away. That's that dreadnought style battleship that they have to lower tiers. Guns all over. I think they made some guns and put a ship under sometime.
Hit us to starboard.
There's torpedoes somewhere. I can't see them. Oh, there they are. Going off toward the battleship. I think they hit him. Yep, they hit him. And the battleship's gone. That was the only battleship in the game on the enemy team. And our team is intact except for one cruiser that's down. So this last cruiser that's left alive, ironically, is an Albany. And he's down there in our cap. He ducks behind the island. I can't get a shot on him. And they decide to blow horns, so I decide to give mine a couple toots. Let you hear what the horn sound like. And yeah. Tier 2, you knock around with this thing. Make some credits. You know, level up your captain a little bit. It's kind of fun to go down to lower tiers where you don't have to worry about radar and all that good stuff. And let's see what we did. Well, made 35,000 gross. What was our net? We did 23,000 damage. That's pretty good for a tier 2. And we made 34,000 credits. Not bad. So, that's your free cruiser. Until next time, you guys be good to each other and have a great, great day. Bye.